Here we go. They can take that one.
Yeah, he likes that. He likes that. Sam Wyatt there, leading into the Dan Weldon hairpin. Who's that down the inside? It's going to cause consternation. It's the 1-1-2-1, is it? John Hobbs?
It was the 11 of Charlie Walsh. Maybe John Hobbs, yeah.
We'll see. It was the 11 of Charlie Walsh. I think you might be right. Let's see who it is leading into Caravan for the first time. It says indeed Sam Wyatt. It's Bobby Rosier very much in second place by the looks of that. And then we've got Charlie Walsh in third. As they come through.
Circumnavigate the track as though it's as dry as a bone, aren't they? We're not seeing anything that.
We're not seeing any dampness at all.
It is the 49 in second place.
It's Sam Wyatt from Bobby Rosier, Charlie Walsh, Ollie Varney, Ethan Wyatt, fifth still, John Hobbs in sixth, Carl Dunford, James Wood in eighth, he'd be happy with that, Luke Evans, Adam Rogers on the number 7, rounding off the top 10.
Bad luck for Kieran Griffith, our open holder. He's got absolute plumb last after some incidents in the first couple of corners. Oh, gone a bit too wide there.
Oh yeah, Sam Wyatt, Bobby Rosier just waiting for that to happen, wasn't he? Look at these four, first, second, third and fourth. And Ethan Wyatt just keeping a watching brief with these seniors.
Yeah,
first time with the seniors this weekend.
There wasn't really room for a dive up the inside from Varney, but he thought about it. And Rose, and it was Sammy White's in there, probably didn't. But now in the lead, Rosier is stretching it. 21 and 11 are behind him.
Here they come out of that first chicane. And Bobby Rosier has pulled out a bit of a gap. He's got a cushion now.
Yeah.
Sam Wyatt just does a bit of a peek over his shoulder there. Charlie Walsh is still there. Ollie Varney's still there. You'll not be able to tell quickly who is who because they're both on yellow and blue liveried carts, the ST Racing livery, and I think that's the Rolf Racing for Ollie Varney. I may be wrong. But very much Charlie Walsh getting onto the rear end of Sam Wyatt. Ethan Wyatt, his brother, still in fifth. It's going to be interesting when these two start racing between one another again. We saw that in juniors, didn't we?
Yeah. Whoa. Slight sideways entry into this first chicane from our leader, but the battle's all about second and third at the moment.
Yeah, Charlie Walsh absolutely hanging it out there on the limit. And out of the Weldon hairpin, Wyatt looking very composed in that second place. He hasn't quite got the pace to hang on to Bobby Rosier. Rosier has got a gap of, well, almost 0.8 of a second last time by. And Charlie Walsh just weighing it up, isn't he, on that number 11. But likewise, Ollie Varney, he's waiting as well. Ethan Wyatt's got a bit of a lonely fifth place. And then the first of the Masters behind him in sixth. That's them there.
Cart 65's got a black and orange flag.
That's Ethan Wyatt.
So he has to come in.
Ethan Wyatt with a technical defect. I'm not quite sure what that is, whether
from
it's a fourth
place. So it's the yellow cart in the back. Oh, nice pop out the middle there from
Charlie Walsh.
So it's
Charlie Walsh down the inside. Ethan Wyatt is the purple cart there just in the back of the shot.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what his problem is.
Yeah, I just tried to see when he came by there and I couldn't see anything awry.
I can't see anything awry either.
No, we'll wait and see. Oh, and there's Ollie Varney down the inside of Sam Wyatt as well. Just following Charlie Walsh through. So Charlie Walsh on that yellow and blue ST Racing kart is now chasing after Bobby Rosier, who has a 1.1 second lead. Let's see just how much he was being held up, if anything. We know how quick the Wyatts are.
Well, they are together like you wanted.
Yes, they are. However, Ethan Wyatt has had the mechanical flag, whether or not he's seen that.
I don't see anything mechanically wrong with his car.
Well, it might not be something that's apparent.
Unless it's exhaust.
Something that the officials have seen. They've got a closer view to us down there. Yeah, black flag for the 65.
But there is nothing wrong with that car, visually.
Well, visually you can't tell, Nick, so don't even go there.
I can go there, I'm a commentator.
Well, you can't, because that man there is...
No, I'm probably wrong. That's fine.
We'll have to wait and see what the crack is.
No,
they part out the back to us, so we'll see after the race. Now then, what's the gap? Gap out of 1.7, so Walsh hasn't got anything to spare. He has got enough to spare to get ahead of Olivani and stay ahead of Olivani, who has Sam Wyatt staying with him. Behind Ethan Wyatt in 5th, who's just had a black flag. He should have seen that last time through.
I don't think the black flag time was up. They took it off again. Now it is definitely up.
No, well, it should have been up the last time
I
through.
was looking back, I think I took it down for some reason. Now it's definitely back up now. Now he may have seen it. He's seen it. He should pull it. He pulled off. He saw it. He saw it. He
All right.
pulled off.
Yes, he has. Yeah. We'll find out what that was. Poor Ethan. You know what? He should be proud. Whatever he's done, whatever that mechanical problem is, that has brought an end to his weekend. He should be very, very pleased with a 5th place in the year final. That is outstanding, mate. Well done. Absolutely well done. He's going to be giving his brother a bit of a run soon. He was sitting with him quite well there.
So out with a big lead now, Bobby Rosier, 2 seconds, looking quite comfortable. There is a battle here between Walsh and Varney in the very similarly attired carts. They are slightly different, but everyone loves a bit of blue and yellow these days in various different combinations. They even have blue and yellow helmets to make things worse. The 2nd and 3rd is absolutely on it. It is Walsh in the 11, leading Varney, perhaps stretching him slightly. There is Sam Wyatt, the only Wyatt left after the black flag incident. And beautiful contrast of the sun, the clouds, and the glistening puddles that are still here, which haven't evaporated yet.
So coming up to 5.5 minutes of this race still to go. So we're inside the second half of this, and it's calmed down somewhat, hasn't it? With Bobby Rosier at 2.3 seconds and continuing to extend that gap to Charlie Walsh. Charlie, who's now got Olivani coming to him. So half distance, we sometimes see behind these two, we've got Sam Wyatt, Kyle Dunford, James Wood and Adam Rogers, who are in a 4-card battle.
The whole train, basically. Once you get past those, there's a second covering.
Yeah, actually it's more than 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, 6 to 10 is a second and a half.
Yeah.
Look at them go, bang, all the way through.
Cracking racing.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Between Pedro Oliveira there and then Adam Rogers in the 7 actually, now looking to make a move up on the 21. So that's a battle for 6 and 7. Rogers has got that. So Rogers now ahead of Sam Wyatt. And moving forward, this second set of basically there's a cart out ahead, then there's all the other carts. So Bobby Rose is gone, and then there's everybody else.
Yes, they're all coming together, aren't they? Yeah, they are coming to Varney and Walsh. So if they're sensible, which they are being, by the way, then we are going to see this battle for second place become like a 12-card battle or something. I noticed Braden Hill on the back of that train.
Yeah, I saw that as well.
In the pink liveried cart.
Fastest lap is our O-plate man, Kieran Giffey, who was dead last at one point and now is 21st in 34 carts. So he's made 13 places in 7 minutes after having a problem on the first lap.
The number 12, James Wood, he's having a cracking race. James just following Kyle Dunford through. He's got Adam Rogers right on his tail on number 7. And we'll just see what the gaps are next time through. Those 2 yellow and blue carts are definitely, that gap is reducing to the bright orange car behind them.
Yeah, the bright orange car is, of course, the 66 of Carl Dunford.
Inside of 3.5 minutes.
But Dunford's got a battle on his own, because right behind him is now James Wood, and right behind James Wood is John Hobbs, and is Adam Rogers. So those 3 are really going for it. At the same time as trying to it's very artistic, as trying to catch up. 2 and 3. Yeah, you're right. The gap between 3 and 4 is easing back.
Yeah.
With about 4 laps to go.
So there's your 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th carts there. And it's Charlie Walsh, Ollie Varney, Kyle Dunford, James Wood, Adam Rogers. You know what? John Hobbs, Sam Wyatt, George Sanders, Braden Hill are not that far off this train as well.
Well,
look at that, John Hobbs coming right under the tail of the number 7, Adam Rogers.
Varney has been caught up by Dunford.
And Adam Rogers and the number 7 there, and John Hobbs, that's the battle for the Masters Championship. So the number 7 is the first of the Masters runners. John Hobbs right behind him. Here they come. 2 minutes remaining, Nick. So there's still a few laps, isn't there? There's still at least 3 laps, possibly more.
And now second and third are coming. Varney's got the hurry up from looking behind him, seeing a big red nose of Carl Dunford, and they're all racing away. I mean, obviously Bobby Rosier is in a different postcode, but apart from
and Charlie Walsh.
What happened there? Walsh didn't get any drive at all.
I'm not quite sure what happened there, but Charlie Walsh kind of checked up, didn't he? And now he's under pressure. Ollie Varney is right with him. There's absolutely nothing in it. Varney and Dunford, and I can see Dunford really reaping the benefits here. I don't know what's happened to Charlie Walsh there.
Varney's gone through.
His card just did not turn in, and he's going to be absolutely susceptible to the advances of Carl Dunford any moment now. So what has gone on with Charlie Walsh?
Wrongly pressured his tyres?
I really don't know, Nick, because getting towards the end, at the very end of the race, the last 2 minutes, and your tyres have just gone off a cliff, it looked like, for Charlie Walsh. Or something happened there. At this section of the track here, this is where Charlie Walsh just lost all of that momentum. And he doesn't there. If anything, he pulls away from Carl Dunford.
Yeah, Dunford. Perhaps a slightly damper patch there. Just watching now coming in the foreground now. There's your leader. Here's second, third and fourth.
Yes, second and third. Who have now, having swapped positions, Varney is pulling away from Walsh, who's pulling away from Dunford.
That's weird, isn't it?
I know. James Wood, if anything, James looks like he's about to have a bash at Carl Dunford.
Yeah, the ebb and flow of pace of these karts is quite ridiculous in this particular race. They really, I mean, it is drying out all the time. They're still, a couple of seconds off dry time.
You forget the human element as well. All it takes is to miss your braking point by a metre or so, and you're going to start losing time. So Rosier has gone through. Penultimate lap for him. Varney second. Charlie Walsh there in third, just coming through the chicane. Heading down towards us now at the Weldon hairpin. So they've got one more lap after this. And Bobby Rosier, that gap has stayed at about 3 seconds now, 2.9 to be exact, for the last couple of laps. And if anything, this is the battle here that might change position. James Wood, has he got anything in the kit to have a go at Dunford? Dunford, we know how quick Dunford is. And James Wood, we know how quick he can be. So cracking racing all the way down this senior Rotax field. Blue flag flying. And that's because the leaders have just gone through to take the final lap to go board. So one more lap. Bobby Rosier clears the back marker. Ollie Varney a distant second place, and he has gotten a massive cushion now from Charlie Walsh. Carl Dunford still has James Wood glued to his rear bumper. Dunford out of the second chicane for the final time. James Wood, time running out. This is where he's going to have a go, but he's not. They're absolutely flat out, aren't they, these boys? Absolutely flat out. So let's get to Bobby Rosier, who's about to come through and take the lead, if not the win. There he goes. Across the line now. The 49, Bobby Rosier. Second place, Ollie Varney. Charlie Walsh comes through for the final step of the senior Rotax podium, and then behind them some great racing all the way down this field.